So I wanted to post an update. This one is going to be dedicated to someone very special. When I decided to look into having bariatric surgery, the first step was to go to a seminar. So the week before, I had gone to my favorite place to get something to eat. It was a Sunday, I do remember, and I was driving back, and I thought about the lady that I grew up next door to, and I thought about them often over the years, but for some reason, she was really on my mind that day, and I thought I should look her up and see if she has a Facebook, and we lived next door to them probably 10 or 12 years, if not more. I was about 3 when they moved in, so I grew up with her, and they had sons, and her family didn't really live around here, so she would always do girly things for me, like buy me earrings or things like that. And I remember I used to sit on their swing, and she would be laying out in the sun, and she would have me count and let her know when to flip over, and she probably just did that so I would be quiet, but she always was fine with me being around. Like, I never seemed to be just a bratty kid that got on her nerves. She always made me feel welcome. She always made me feel loved, and so I thought a lot about her, and I wondered, what had happened to her. So I got home, unpacked my food, ate, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I went to the bariatric seminar that week. And as soon as I walked in, I saw her, and I could not believe it. She's actually the bariatric coordinator for the program that I'm in. So I felt like it was just a sign. And I told her my story, and she's like, "Oh, no, I'm not on Facebook." And it was just, I felt like it was a sign. That's where I was supposed to be. So she guided me through my entire journey, from the time I went to the seminar until, up until after I had surgery and went for my follow-ups. So she's actually the one who called me to let me know that I was having surgery. And, I'll never forget that conversation. And I mean, she was just as excited for me as I was, because she knew how life-changing it was going to be, and she did everything she could to kind of fast-track me and get me through the process as quick as possible, and I appreciate that so much, because this has been a wonderful, life-changing event. But when I saw my doctor back in December for a checkup, I stopped by and I saw her. I went by her office, and we talked for a little bit, and I was getting ready to leave, and she was like, "Well, give me a hug," and I gave her a hug, and she said, "Tell your mom and dad I said hi," and she said, "And I love you." And I told her I loved her too, and that I would see her soon, and I left. Last week, I found out that she was terminally ill. She was diagnosed around the first of the year with lung cancer, and it went to her brain. And it happened really fast, and on Sunday morning, she passed away. So Friday, I will be going to see her family and spend some time with them, but I have to say that I am incredibly thankful that God brought her back into my life, and that I had a chance to reconnect with her, and that she was the person who helped me through this process. And she touched so many people's lives, and she's helped so many people to change their life for the better. And she was really a special woman, and so very young. And if there's something that you want to do it today. Don't put it off. Don't wait, because you don't know how many tomorrows you're going to get if you do get a tomorrow. So in honor of Sharian, I'm going to do my best to make the most of this journey. And every day that I don't feel like working out, I'm going to remember what she did for me. And I know she's watching over me. And I'm going to get up and go do what I need to do to make the most of this opportunity. And I just pray for her family. And for all the people who are going to mourn her, because she's going to be terribly missed. She's a very special person, and it just seems unreal. And I just wanted to share that story because God works in mysterious ways, and we don't always know the hows and the whys, but He knows. And again, I'm so very thankful that she was back in my life, and that I, had the opportunity to reconnect with her and tell her that I loved her. And I just want to thank you all for following along, and continue to follow my journey, and to encourage me and support me and cheer me on and help me out. And again, if anybody ever wants to come to a support group meeting with me, they are the third Thursday of every month at 6 o'clock at Wesley Long Hospital. You're more than welcome to come. You don't have to say anything. You can just listen. If you have questions, you can ask your questions. If you want to inbox me and ask me questions, you're more than welcome to. So, don't put anything off. Do what you want to do. Do what you need to do. Thanks.